Look what just arrived, the Forest Creatures Tarot. Now, you will remember from previous videos, we had the smaller version from the lovely, effervescent, and currently agitated Christina, but this one is the larger one. This box has taken a beating. Okay, so here...
It was because I was so excited to open it up.
Yeah, she was very excited to open it up. Okay, here's the mini one. This was $38, right? This is the larger one. This was $62. Now, keep in mind, this is version 1, and this is version 2, as you can see from here. So let's open version 2. Now, this does ship from, I think, Poland, right? Poland, or basically, it's not the U.S. Anyway.
It's not Poland, is it? No.
I have no idea. Anyway, but it's $62, which is not very much considering just how expensive anything off Kickstarter is nowadays. So a box or tarot with a plain box is now $62 on Kickstarter. So anyway, there is the front of the box, and here is the back of said box. Let's open it up, obviously. I'm not that excited to open mine. Open it very carefully. There we go. And dump out the content. Ooh. Ooh. A+ for presentation. Wow, that is a good-looking little booklet. It comes with a tarot. I mean, it almost reminds me of Ciro Marchetti. That is nice. You did not get a booklet with mine. Well, for $62, you get a couple of extras, apparently. So we have the major archive. Nobody wants to see the booklet. What am I talking about? Okay, let's look at the actual cards and see what good stuff is within. Check out the card quality, do all the usual stuff that we do. So, yeah, the new Baba Studio is $85 for the standard version.
No pictures in the booklet.
No pictures in the booklet. We'll look at the booklet in a minute. For now, let's look at the cards. Let's look at the back of the card. Everybody wants to see the back of the card. Look at card quality.
Ooh, it looks thick.
It's about to here. It is rather thick. We can compare it to other decks. Most people want to see the freaking cards. So we're going to skip directly to seeing the freaking cards. And after that, we'll look at all of the other details about this. So... all right, since most people want to see the cards, we'll go directly to the cards and look at the booklet and everything else later. Anyway, here is the Fool. Wow, that looks really good. That looks amazing. That is just fantastic. Turn down the light a little bit. Get a little more variance in there. Looks pretty cool. Magician, again, looks wonderful. We'll compare the size with other decks again at the end of the video. I believe most of you just want to see the cards. All right, High Priestess, here we go. Man, look at the detail in this. I don't know if this comes across with the camera and whatnot, but that is an extreme detail. The Empress is amazing as well. I'm not sure what the little tick marks are on the side or whatnot, but definitely kind of cool. The Emperor, very nice. I like the commanding influence of the Emperor. And then we have the Hierophant, which again is extremely detailed. We'll color correct this afterwards, but yeah, that is very, very vibrant and detailed. And we have the Lovers, very pretty. I like that. Sort of like a fairy. The whole deck is kind of is one big fairy deck. And the Chariot, wow, that is nice. That is nice indeed. Where are the little cards? Can we have a comparison?
Well, when you get to the moon.
Get to the moon. All right, Strength, another very pretty one. And then we have the Hermit. Very, very cool. Very pretty. These are cards that you have to see in person. It really, really helps. Wheel of Fortune. Kind of interesting how the L is kind of cut off there, but okay. And then Justice. Another pretty one. Yeah, the black point of the video needs to be reduced down somewhat, so a bit darker. You're going to see an edited video because we need to color correct this. Yes. All right. Hanged Man. We have Death. Very, very attractive. And then we have Temperance, so pouring into the pool that we're already standing in. I think that's kind of interesting. And then the Devil. Wow, that is very vibrant. It is extremely vibrant. A lot of good looking reds in there. The Tower. Yeah, these are really big, borderless. This is kind of everything that you want in a deck. You definitely want this type of card. We have the Star. Again, very pretty. Needs to be color corrected. And we have the Moon. Here we go. All right, you got the Moon?
No.
You don't have the Moon.
Because this is a coin. So.
That is a coin. All right, do you have any majors at all in there?
Let's see here.
The Sun. Ooh, that's very pretty. All right. So this is completely different.
The whole deck is completely different.
Yeah, this is completely different. That's interesting. I like the difference. You know what this reminds me of? This actually reminds me a little. This is going to kind of go overboard here, but it reminds me of some of the classic art. Like we have the Revival Art Tarot from the same company. It's almost like that they went sort of a different direction with this. So it is drastically different. It is version 2, but I didn't know version 2 had all the cards changed. I think that's kind of fun. Anyway, we have Judgment. And the World. That is very pretty. I like the new version. It's less sort of fairy with the greenish forestry background. And they kind of just went their own way. Because I mean, like here, yeah, here you have Judgment. Yeah, that is drastically different. So in a lot of the older version cards, you'll have just a standard set of greenery. Like, let me have a couple of sample cards. Like you have just a sample, I mean, you have just the same set of greenery, it seems, used in every card. Well, not the same, but I mean similar. You see sort of that similar greenery background. And in this one, they just went all out. Like Judgment looks completely different to the World, for example. So I think they did a fantastic job. Look at the Ace of Swords. Look how pretty that is. That is attractive. That is very attractive. You know, it reminds me kind of the Elemental Wisdom. A little bit of the Elemental Wisdom style. I really, really like it. 2 of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the 2 of Swords. Man, this is going to be huge. This is going to be huge on the stream. I think a lot of people are going to look at this and be like, I have to have this now. Did you say it was $60? All right, not a problem. $60 well spent, my TO friend. $60 well spent. 4 of Swords. Ooh, it almost has a 10 of Swords feel to that. Look at that. Look at it. It almost has like a 10 of Swords feel, like we're defeated, we're stabbed, we're injured. And the 5 of Swords looks like he's actively defending himself, like the 7, right? That is interesting. So here's a comparison. Thank you, Christina, for the 5 of Swords and the other 5 of Swords. That's drastically different. That's not even close. Look at these 2 cards. That's not even close.
I like this one better.
I kind of do too.
Yeah, I wish it was bigger though. That's what I was so excited about.
Oh yeah, you think? Yeah, but it's cool that there's so much variety on their store. You know what I mean? Because they have like 7 or 8 different tarot decks you can get, and the variety is really good. Because look at just how drastic the 6 of Swords is. They're like, this is so dreamy, and look at the lighting in the bottom of it and whatnot. Very, very pretty. Now the 7 of Swords does go back to sort of the roots here. It goes back to the roots. So you do have the old 7 of Swords and the new 7 of Swords. I kind of like the old one better. I mean, look at it. I kind of like the old one a little better.
I like the older version.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying the new version is not super attractive. It is. But I do like the older version as well. The 9 of Swords. It's interesting. Do you think we have a little pregnancy thing going on here? Or what do you think? Kind of looks like a little bit of a pregnancy thing. 10 of Swords. Now we have basically the 4 of Swords with more swords. Yeah, I'm not too impressed with that. It seems like that we got the 4 of Swords and we just duplicated the idea and made a 10 of Swords out of it with some shrooms. You know, everything goes better with shrooms. I mean, I'm not saying. But now you have an owl sort of observing everything as it goes. Look at the Page of Swords. Look at the bokeh that they put in the mountains and whatnot. That is cool. We can compare it with the original Page of Swords. And look at the bokeh on the mountains, babe. Look at that. That looks so freaking good.
So far off in the distance. That's nice.
It looks so good. Looks so good. Knight of Swords as well. Wow, this is going to be a mainstay. This could replace one of the mainstay decks that I use every day. I'm telling you now, this is probably going to replace that. We got the Knight of Swords. We got the Queen of Swords. We compare that with the old. Again, drastically different, obviously. And then the King is drastically different. I don't like the new King. It looks kind of weird. Well,
he does look very fairy-like.
Well, he does look very fairy. He just looks, I don't know, looks a little too intense, I guess, for my taste. And then the Ace of Wands. Very, very attractive. Yeah, these are going to have to be color corrected. The 2 of Wands. That's sort of weird. That's a weird 2 of Wands. They're not, I mean, it's just not domain. They're not looking over anything. Interesting. We have sort of a scanning out into the distance. Wow, look at the vibrancy on the colors of this. Look at the vibrancy. That is very pretty. Here's the old Three of Wands from the version 1. And we have the, wow, look at this one. That is highly attractive. The warmth and everything of these cards, the Five of Wands, that's extremely attractive. The Five of Wands with the conflict. Here we have, I guess this is my problem with the original deck is, look at it. I mean, this is a drastic difference. There's no conflict in this one.
Yeah.
But there is conflict in this one. So it's kind of hard when you get it if you're new and you're like, that means conflict and stuff. You're looking at it like, you know, this is just a girl sort of squatting and, you know, sort of chilling out. We have the Six of Wands, the success, the celebration, although there's nobody celebrating her, but okay. But you do have the wands that are in the air. The Seven of Wands from the defense, compare that with the original. And we got the Eight of Wands, which is always a fun one. Most good decks, I think, do have somebody in the Eight of Wands. Actually, I like the old one a little bit better on the Eight of Wands. The old one, she's sort of coming towards us. I'm going to be honest with you now. I'm probably going to buy the bigger version of this one, of the one that you have.
Well, I didn't even see the bigger version of this one.
I don't know. If they have it, I'm going to get it. Because there's some cards I do like better in the old one. Nothing against this one. This is absolutely stunning. The Nine of Wands. Ooh, that really, really represents the wounded warrior quite well. And you compare it with the original, and I don't know. They're both good. I think that there's just too many. Oh, wow. Look at the Ten of Wands. That's intense. She's got like a Final Fantasy sword. Isn't that from Final Fantasy VII? You remember Final Fantasy? Is that a Final Fantasy? Okay, somebody give it up now. I think that's a Final Fantasy sword from an episode or from one of the video games. Let me know. Let me know. Probably in World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft has so many swords. I think they've pretty much gone into every possible detail. But yeah, the Page of Wands, not so much. The Queen of Wands. Ooh, petting a dragon. Petting a dragon? Oh, okay. So if we compare this Queen of Wands petting a dragon with this Queen of Wands in a similar stance to all the other cards, this one wins. Petting a dragon wins every time. Do you need to walk the dragon down 3 flights of stairs to let him go poop, though? Or can he just fly? That's the operative question, right?
Definitely.
And I mean, the pigeon population at your apartment would be greatly reduced. Greatly reduced.
You have a few pigeons.
Yes, a few is a little understatement there. At one of my old apartments, they released a hawk and it eliminated their pigeon problem overnight.
Wow.
Yeah, they had a hawk. Anyway, the Queen of Wands, very, very pretty. And the King of Wands, that's intense. Like the King of Wands is going hunting. He's got like the deer head, the deer helmet, or the deer hat. I don't think it's perfectly a helmet. Ace of Cups, wow, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. It is. This is an extremely attractive deck. And the Two of Cups. Oh, look at the Two of Cups. That is cool. That is very cool. She's just like chilling with her. She's like, hey. All right. And the Three of Cups may be my favorite card out of the deck. Look how just cool that looks. Just how sort of chill everybody is in there. You got the two fairies. You got one playing the flute, like H.R. Puffin stuff. All right. The Four of Cups. There we go. The Four of Cups, a little bit on the depressed side, which is natural to be depressed if you're the Four of Cups. Five of Cups, a little on the depressed side as well. The photorealistic faces combined with the fantasy artwork. Six of Cups, my least favorite. That is a weird expression. That is a very odd expression with oddly placed eyes and stuff. The Seven of Cups, sort of a divination with water. I like it. I like it. And then the Eight of Cups, a little bit of an abandonment, sort of going off and being like, yeah, whatever, we're going to the next thing. The Nine of Cups as well. Again, this really looks like the Elemental Wisdom, doesn't it? Looks like the Elemental Wisdom. All right, we compare that with the original Nine of Cups. I got to say, I like the original a little bit better, but man, that is so pretty. That is so attractive, this whole deck, man. And the Ten of Cups. Okay, I thought the other one was my new favorite. This is my new favorite. The Ten of Cups, the new Ten of Cups really, really represents the ideal of the Rider-Waite much, much better. Much, much better. And we have the intense Page of Cups. He's just sort of chilling there. He's like, come at me, man. All right. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Not so much. Not so much. Let's compare that. I'm just kind of curious. We get the Knight. So that's the King. We got the Queen. And no Knight. Okay. No, here we go. We get the Knight. A little bit. Kind of a little bit the same. A little bit on the same side. Then we got the Queen. Extremely, extremely attractive. Very, very pretty whole deck. And you look at that with the old one. I like the new one a little bit better. Again, they sort of went their own way. I'm kind of excited to do the Revival Art Tarot because I'm kind of curious as to how much that changed too. The King of Cups, very cool looking. Again, a lot of Final Fantasy feels in here. Ace of Coins, not so much. And the Two of Coins, very pretty, sort of juggling choices to be made. And then we have the Three of Coins. Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice. And the Four of Coins, holding on to it, hanging on to it. I like it. We compare that with the original. Interesting, interesting. And we have the Five of Coins. Ooh, the colors are here. Oh, the Five of Coins. The new one is so much better. The new one is so much better. It has that cold feel. They brought back all the chill and the cold feels and whatnot. I think that's just fantastic. And we have the Six of Coins. Compare that with the old one. The new one is much better. It's just like giving. It has a freer feel to it. I like it. And we have the Seven of Coins. Compare that to the old one. And then the Eight of Coins, which is going to be, it's very similar. One is seated and one is not. And make sure I have a pretty tight focus here on that. Pardon the focus readjustment. All right, that's tight. All right, we have the Nine of Coins and the 10. I mean, that's sort of interesting. I like the little house feel to that. Look how pretty that Page of Coins is. I think whoever did the ideas for the background with the color, with the sort of that purple haze, no pun intended, and the very diminished greens with the purple, just makes the day. Really just makes the day. Whoever did the color combinations knows what they're doing. This is not like some newbie that just started at that company yesterday. They know exactly what they're doing with these color combinations. And the King. Yeah, the King, a little Fabio feel there, but yeah. Overall, Jesus Christ, this looks good. This looks really good. And again, this is from TarotOracle Studio. Link in the description for how to get this for yourself. But be aware that there are two copies. Before you get excited, you do have the original and you do have the new one. This is the version 2. This is the mini version. $38 for this one, $62 for this one. That is free shipping. So free shipping, again, that's going to be cheaper than Baba Studio. It's going to be cheaper than a Kickstarter deck. So I would just pick it up now. Let's take a look at the booklet real quick. I know a lot of people are interested in seeing what other things we have in the booklet. There's no spread. I don't know. Is there a spread? It's very small. And no, it's just basically definitions. So let's hold it open here and focus would be great. Focus would be great. There we go. Hold it open. You can read maybe a page. Go to another page. We'll do a couple of pages of this. If you're still here after 19 minutes, you deserve a look at the book, my friend. You deserve a look at the book. There is the wands, or there are the wands, and looks a little out of focus still. Technical difficulties. There we go. And there are the wands, another sample of that. So if you want to pause that and take a look at it, overall, wow. Overall, I mean, look, overall, what do you think? It's all right. It looks fantastic. It's fantastic. Anyway, Forest Creatures Tarot version 2. Thank you for watching. And thank you, Christina, for organizing all the old version cards so we could compare them. I appreciate that. And we'll see you next time.